Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Messy Hair Redux, and today I'm going to be back talking about the iRobot album by the Alan Parsons Project. There's a lot of things I left out in the previous video, so I kind of wanted to, talk about what material in each of the songs means to me, and why that is, and why the instruments have such an impact on me. Because that's most of the reason why I love this album. It's because the music is just really, really good. And I want to tell you how the mix of all the instruments really make that happen. So we're going to kind of do these out of order. First, I want to start with Some Other Time, because I think it's my favorite example of how all the instruments can come together and make something that really makes a massive impact on me, specifically. So Some Other Time is the third track on the iRobot album, and it starts really, really softly. This is one of the lowest volume tracks in the entire freaking album, which is kind of nuts. It's just, you have to turn your volume up to really, get the impact of it, which you should really do. You just have to turn your volume up a couple more notches, so it's 2 times the volume for it to really make an impact. But it starts off with a soft piano, and then it just starts off slow. This guy comes on, which he's African or something, and says the first few lines, the first few lyrics. And then we get a different singer that comes on after this section, and I'll explain this section. So after his lyrics are done, the music basically just goes bum, 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 and it makes a huge impact because, of course, you have to turn your volume up to be able to hear the soft parts. And then there's this bum, 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 and it's just comes out of nowhere, and it fits in perfectly at the same time, which is weird. You don't normally see that. Just this escalation in energy and volume is what makes this have such an impact. And because there's actually more instruments than you might expect here, there's actually a version of the song that doesn't have the horn. I don't know if it's a horn, but I'm gonna call it a horn because that's what it sounds like.
Of another day and the end of my
I think it's actually a clavinet mixed with a guitar. Oh, my screen just died. Nice. And then we get a second set of lyrics, which is actually sung by a different singer. First we had a guy singer, now we have a girl singer. And the two singers, I can't remember the African guy's name. Let me see if I can. Peter Straker. Oh, actually, he was born in Jamaica. And the girl singer is Jackie Wittrin. In that second version of the song, released in the Legacy Edition, which I think came out in 2013. The album itself is from 77, so that's, a long time to wait for that. But the girl singer basically sings the entire song on that version. I think, I don't know which version I like the most. The volume varies more, which means it has more of an impact in the loud parts versus the quiet parts in the album version, the main version. But the second version that came out in 2013, the mix of instruments is not as good, but at some points in the song, I actually like that more. Let's see if I can find that part. I love that. I love it so much. And again, I think it's a clavinet mixed with a guitar, like a bass guitar, but I'm not really sure. But it sounds awesome. I actually have a custom-made bass boosted version of it that sounds amazing, especially with a subwoofer and even on this MacBook. So it just sounds great. That's why I love it. So we just get a few intermixed sections with these instruments. The main album version has a horn mixed in, whereas the second version does not. And that just gives it more of an impact. And actually, when the song fades out at the end, it actually has much more of an impact than I expected. Just the mix of the guitar, the horn, the clavinet, and the background other guitar, it just mixes all together really well. and it actually incurs an emotional impact in me, which I also didn't expect. And there's also this one point near the beginning of the song, like in one of the beginning loud parts, starting at about 1:38, like 1 minute 38 in the song. There's this, I don't think it's a synth, but it might be a guitar. I don't really know, but it goes. It just plays like kind of the bass melody of the loud parts of the song that the horn actually usually plays later in the song. And it's just this continuous sound instead of being like a horn or something like that. And it just sounds awesome, and I don't really know. There's something emotional about it that I just can't pin down. But it just, the first time I heard it, I remember exactly where I was when I heard it. Okay, I don't know why I have this trait, but whenever I hear a song for the first time and I really like it, I remember precisely, like in real life, where I was when I heard it. And it's usually like on the road or something. My friend Truman and I were driving around. He was the one driving. I don't drive. I was playing my music in his car, and I was playing I Wouldn't Want to Be Like You, which is the second song in the album. Some Other Time is the third song. So after I Wouldn't Want to Be Like You ended, I didn't stop it in time. I just kind of let it play because I was like, what's the other stuff on this album? Because I hadn't heard most of it except for Breakdown. And since those two songs were good, I assumed like all of them were like going to be not crap. So I was like, I'm just going to let it autoplay. So I just let it go through. And Some Other Time came on. Just as soon as it started, I knew I was going to love it. And then, that came on like halfway through the song, and I just kind of fell in love with the song after that, and especially with the outro of the song. So that's my messy analysis of Some Other Time from iRobot. I'll see you all in the next live stream, short or video, whatever that may be. Thanks for watching. See ya.